Butch and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. Bob, how's it going?
Going well.
Going well, huh? Well, good.
Busy week.
Busy
a lot
week.
going on. Football season right around the corner. School's about to open, so a lot going on.
Well, you were just talking about the softball coming up real soon, both on the road and at home. And so Wayne County girls softball action placed second in the state last year in 4A. And we'll be coming back for looking for another region championship, another deep dive into the state playoffs. It all begins in a couple of weeks there at our Barbara Struckoff Field and on the road.
We've got Colt Brockington, our the varsity coach, in tomorrow to talk about the season, what we can expect. So, new region. It'll be interesting to see how it's interesting how all these teams compete in this new region. We're in Warner Robins. Not sure what kind of softball Warner Robins and Perry have, so I'm sure he's got all that information tomorrow when he comes on the show. So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we go through this every 2 years, and it'll be interesting to see, what kind of teams they have.
I mean, we know what the football region looks like.
Yeah, football region is real strong. We'll see what the softball is.
Baseball, volleyball, cross country, all those sports.
All those
affected
sports
by the new region. So.
Yep. So coming up and real soon, and then of course football. You said pad practice begins today in the state of Georgia.
Yep. First day in full pads.
That's right. Put the leather on and do some popping, huh? Most of it's plastic and stuff like that these days.
That scrimmage a week from Thursday down at Effingham County, 7:30.
A week from Thursday,
a
scrimmage at Effingham County. Wow. And the first regular season game is where?
The 16th of August, Friday, home against Glen Academy.
Red Terrors coming to town.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we played Glen Academy, isn't it? I can't remember the last time we played Glen Academy.
Years, I think, but it's not been too long ago.
Not that long ago? Okay.
See Rocky Hidalgo and the Glen Academy Red Terrors. Always good to see Coach Hidalgo. He's a character.
He's a character, huh? All right. Love and enjoy interviewing him, don't you, Bob?
I like talking to Cocky Rocky. I said he wanted to get near the beach. He was up in the Atlanta area, and he loves the beach.
Loves the beach. Well, he's right at it.
As soon as Glen Academy job came open, he went down there. And, I mean, the man lives on the beach. He's probably, every morning he's on the beach.
Oh, he lives on St. Simon's or something?
He lives on the island.
Lives on the island and goes right down to the beach every day, huh?
That's why he wanted that job.
I couldn't even tell you the last time I've been to the beach. Probably before COVID. Probably 2019 was the last time that I've actually stepped foot on the beach. So it's been 5 years now.
Well, they have a pretty good football team, and 912 magazine has their all team, and one of their running backs, the Peacock kid, is one of their running backs in that all 912 sports team. So again, we'll see a lot of good talent this year in that region for sure, and the non-region schedule as well. You've got Pierce and Applin and Richmond Hill and Brunswick, so it's a tough schedule. But it all cranks up the 16th of August. Hard to believe high school football is here.
Okay.
College football right around the corner. I want to be an NFL quarterback, make $55 million a year.
Well, if you're the best of the best of the best of the best, Bob, you get paid that kind of money.
They're not even the best of the best.
Well, they are in the NFL.
Would you pay
You show me another.
You think two of Tagovailoa's worth $55?
Well, show me a quarterback that's better than him. That's the thing about it is you've got
the guy on the bench.
Yeah.
I mean, what's he won?
I have no idea, but you wouldn't be forking out that kind of money if the owners didn't think that he was.
Just say that's
that
the
good.
Market, but I don't understand it. I can see why Jerry Jones isn't paying Dak Prescott $60 million a year. I don't see that happening.
Yeah, if anybody deserves $60 million,
it's Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes,
$60 million a year to play quarterback, and that's unbelievable. Guys like Dan Marino just shaking their head like, man,
yeah, I played a little too soon, didn't I?
60, and they're saying we could see it before the season begins.
Maybe. Who's still other than Dak? Who else is out?
I think he's the only one out there that's demanding the new contract. I think Patrick Mahomes hasn't But I'm sure his agents called the front office of Kansas City, say, look here, Patrick Mahomes is 10 times better than Jordan Love.
Well, they ought to have something in the contract that says, here's our contract, but if any other quarterback gets a higher, then we get to match that. It's what Patrick Mahomes needs to have in his contract. His agent needs to put that in there.
Saban was the only person I knew that had that contract. He had that written in his contract.
Nick Saban did?
Yeah. If any college coach made more than he did, he could get a better contract.
He'd get $1 more, right? I get $1 more.
He had that listed in his contract, but he had to be the highest paid coach because all his national championships.
When you're the best, you deserve it.
I understand that, right? But I don't understand Tua Tagovailoa making what he made, and I don't understand Jordan Love getting what he's got. So Pittsburgh's got a great deal.
Well, that just shows you how difficult it is to play quarterback in the NFL, because you get guys who have, some talent, but they don't see anybody else there or coming up that's got any better talent, so they're going to lock him in.
But I'd be right.
Very difficult to play the quarterback in the NFL.
If you go out there and break your leg, I'm getting my money back.
Well, they guarantee them
That's
X
what I'm saying.
amount.
It's all guaranteed.
Not all of it. Just part of it's guaranteed.
Million, 160. That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy. It's unbelievable. Offensive linemen are probably saying, what's the deal?
Yeah, they wouldn't be nothing without us. Nothing. It all revolves around the hogs, those 5 hogs up front.
You better make sure those guys like you.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he does. He probably buys them all kinds of stuff. They probably all got a Rolex in the arm. I can't tell what these top quarterbacks do for their offensive line.
I can see it now. Offensive lineman doesn't like quarterback. Looks over the defensive lineman. You want part of this $155 million guy? Go get him.
He's all yours.
I don't like him.
He's all yours. Yeah. When you speak of me, speak kindly.
That's $55 million a year to play quarterback in the NFL. That's crazy. That's just wild.
Just wild, huh?
Jerry Jones, they were asking if he's going to pay Dak, and he's like, no, I don't think so.
Well, why does Dak want? He does pretty good during the regular season, but you get him in the playoffs, and he just freezes up.
He wants an extension. He's the next in line. So
yeah,
we'll see what Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys opt to do.
Well, if they were going to do something, they should have done it right off the bat instead of waiting around. The more you wait around, the better it is for the NFL quarterback.
If anybody has the money, it's Jerry Jones.
Jerry's got it.
He's got plenty of money.
Yeah.
It's not like he's going to miss it. So.
Well, it's like Dan Patrick said, if they're going to sign Dak Prescott, they should have done it right off the bat. You could have got him for less money than you can now, unless you just won't let him go.
If I had a kid, he'd be out there in the yard throwing a football.
He'd be throwing the football. Get out there and throw that football, boy. Work on that arm. Work in the weight room. Do your sprints.
When the teacher asks you, when you grow up, you want to be an NFL quarterback. You want to make $55
That's where the money is.
Exactly. Forget those other jobs. Get out there and start throwing that ball.
Sorry. I don't care if you can't walk in. Throw that ball.
That's crazy. Unbelievable.
Oh, jeez.
That TV money must be awfully good, is all I can say.
Yeah, they get a lot of it from TV. That's where, they just did it on, just ticket sales and stuff like that. They couldn't pay near this kind of amount of money, but these networks pay out the yang to have the right to broadcast these games so they can turn around and sell the advertising on them.
I haven't heard much from Patrick Mahomes, but I'm sure his agents have called the front office of Kansas City and say, look here now.
Well, he signed the contract. You do what you do, man.
Yeah, contracts get tore up every day. They make new contracts.
Now, he should have had that in his contract. I always make a little bit more than anybody else for the next season, because, look at them. Look at the rings. And what is it, 3 they've gotten so far? And been to the playoffs every year since I think he's, started. So, yeah. You don't get much better than him.
Shows you where the NFL is. It's all about passing. I said it used to be a running back game. The running backs used to make all the money.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the days, Earl Campbell and all those guys. But
he was a beast.
Now it's all about
beast.
Now it's all about
slinging that ball all over the place. Well, you can pretty well use a count of those. They're going to go down from the 20 to the 20, 25, somewhere along there. And then the defense tightens up, and then your goal is just to make sure they go for a field goal, not a touchdown. That's basically what NFL has become these days.
It's all about fantasy football. Light up the scoreboard, make some points.
Light it up.
Light it up.
Sorry.
We don't want no 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
No 3 yards. Oh, come on. Where's the Vince Dooley days?
Those days are
Bear
over.
Bryant days.
Those days are over.
Vince Lombardi days. 3 yards in a cloud of dust and go for 4 on third down. Yes, sir. Those are the good old days, Bob.
I remember those days.
Herschel left, Herschel right, Herschel up the middle. Herschel left, Herschel right, Herschel up the
I
middle.
remember those days.
Oh, boy. So football, right here, we want to let everyone know that we are a voice for all kinds of football teams here on WIFO-FM and our sister station, WLOP 1370 AM Fox Sports. Right here on 105.5 FM, we'll have Wayne County High School football. You got Joe riled up again this year, will you, Bob?
Got him rolling.
All right. So Wayne County High School football. And then Saturdays, we got Georgia Southern football right here. The Eagles ready to fly high here for hopefully do better this season. And they're all excited up there at Georgia Southern for the 2024 season. And that's on Saturdays. And then on Sundays, we've got a lot of Falcons football for you right here on 105.5 FM. The Falcons are looking forward to a good year. And then on our sister station, Fox Sports, 1370 AM, WLOP, The Buzz. On Saturdays, we got Georgia Tech coming your way, Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets on Saturdays. And then on Sundays on AM 1370, the Jacksonville Jaguars with Trevor and the bunch down there looking for a good year.
Trevor got his extension. He's got plenty of money as well. Georgia Southern's supposed to have a good team.
They're supposed to have a good team.
They had like 7 guys placed on the all Sunbelt preseason team, so they're expecting good things out of the third year of Coach Clay Helton. He came from USC, so I said it's supposed to be a good year for the Eagles. And
you can hear the Eagle games right here on 105.5 FM, Georgia Southern football, closest major university to Jesup, 70 miles up the road. Paulson Stadium.
Place is really
been a while since I've been at the. I have not been to Paulson Stadium since they did all that remodeling. Have you?
Nice. Yeah,
the addition
really
on
nice.
the on the right on the far end there.
It's a pretty place.
Yeah, I have been a while since I've been up there.
My son, what a college town what a college football team could do for a town, but Statesboro just boomed.
I mean, look at it. Georgia Southern College was a sleepy little town college there. And then Irk Russell comes to town and puts together a winning football program, winning 6 national championships, and look at where it is today. You take a look at where University of Georgia was when Herschel came to town. Georgia was about 23,000 students. Now it's 40,000 because of all the success in football through the years and stuff like that. You just, a successful football program enhances the entire school, whether it's high school, college, pro, it does that.
Generates a lot of money, that's for sure.
Yes, it does. That's the reason why even on a high school level, you got a very successful football program in a high school, it just enhances just about everything in the school. The other sports programs, the academics, everything. Yeah, so you always try. You think, well, how can it do that? It just does that because that's usually the majority of the community, the town, the city, whatever, their connection with that particular educational institute. So, looking forward to football coming up real soon in just a few weeks and softball action. And you got other sports in the fall, don't you? High school?
Yeah, I'm still waiting on the volleyball schedule. I talked to Kayla over the weekend. She said I hadn't seen it yet. And cross country, and those are the other 2 sports. So
okay, cross country and volleyball.
I think they're still looking for a cross country coach at this
are
time.
they?
So
oh,
that's what Coach McDonald told me. They're still trying to line that up. So hopefully get that schedule as well. But those are the 4 fall sports when school begins.
Well, that's pretty bad. You're just going into the season and you don't have your cross country coach. Wow. I mean, you figured they'd been working out together a lot of the summer.
I was told they're still looking for a coach.
Oh, boy. Okay. We need another Coach Broadhead there is what we need. Someone who...
He retired.
I know he did, but I'm talking about we need another one. Someone who's very interested in cross country, someone who's been involved with it in some sort of way, somebody who's passionate about it. That's the reason back when I was in high school, our track team was very successful. We had Coach Chapman there. He had gone to the University of South Carolina on a track scholarship, and he was very passionate about track. So we always had very successful track teams back there in the early to mid 70s. All right, we've got the Olympics going on in Paris. You been watching any of it?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. I said I was able to watch it. I went out of town this weekend, so I got to see the opening ceremonies and got to see the USA men's basketball team yesterday whip up on Serbia. So I saw some women's soccer. They unbeaten. They've won their first 2 matches. So gymnastics are doing well. The swimming's basically USA against Australia. USA's winning some. Australia's winning some. So it's been fun to watch.
Yeah, pretty good swimmers down there in Australia.
It's beautiful. You know, the scenery is just beautiful in Paris. It looks nice.
Yeah, and a lot of controversy about the opening ceremonies with the opening ceremonies mocking Christianity, with having the drag queens do a Last Supper scene, and other woke things that went on during the opening ceremonies. A lot of woke on there, a lot of drag queens, a lot of things of that sort during the opening ceremonies. But what really have got Christians around the world upset is you had drag queens doing a mock Last Supper scene, and that has infuriated Christians throughout the world. You know, but that's just what happens when you open your arms to woke society, according to what people have put on the on social media throughout there. So this is what happens when this goes on, and so you know, a lot of people are upset about that. Because of this slap in the face there and the mocking of Christianity. Just reading social media stuff that's been posted on, like Drudge Report and other places like that. You know, France, not that many years ago, was the beacon of Christianity in Europe, and especially up until about 100 years ago, even less than that, about 50 years ago. And just the leftist woke liberals. Politics and ideals have taken over France, and now you get the point where they don't think nothing of mocking Christianity and the Last Supper scene by having drag queens do it, plus having other woke stuff that went on during the course of the opening ceremony, and people are just upset about it. You know, you shouldn't be used to promote social issues. It should be there to promote the athletes, and for some reason, France and its organizers couldn't help themselves. But you read about. I've been reading about it all over. I didn't see it myself. I just read about it.
I must have fell asleep during that part. I said I didn't see that. I just thought it was weird that it was pouring down rain and they were bringing them in by boats. I mean, normally they walk inside a stadium.
Yeah, that was just. That was a good thing to do there. You got that nice river there. You get to see all the scenery of Paris and so forth. That was a great idea. Of doing it on the boats like that and putting all the teams on the different. But I didn't know they had that many boats over there.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was thinking. It was funny. There's some, one country had like 5 athletes on the boat while they're at it. It was just weird.
But they have them on a tugboat or something?
It was weird how they had the big boat too.
I know, but I'm just saying five of them.
Yeah. It's just weird. So, but luckily USA's doing well. Like I said,
we got 300 and something athletes there. I didn't see another boat with more or read about it anymore or see it anymore because I watched parts of the opening ceremony, not all of it, but I saw parts of it. Let me tell you, France is being ripped apart by the Christians throughout the world of them allowed to use what they did, mocking Christianity.
I assume Russia's been banned from the Olympics because I don't see any of their athletes over there. Is that? I hadn't really checked, but I'm not
sure if they've been banned or I don't see them on the medal count there.
I don't think they're there.
And I know that they said they were going to allow athletes come to participate, but not represent the country or something like that. But maybe Russia said, well, if you're going to do that, we're not coming. But Korea's doing real well. Korea's doing real well, and China's doing real well. And France is right up there, and Japan, and Australia, and USA.
Go USA. I said it's just fun to watch, see the athletes do well.
Yeah, it is. With the Olympics going on, and hats off to all the athletes that qualify for the United States, are there representing the country, wearing the colors, chanting USA, having a good old time over there in France.
It's amazing the dedication they have. Like I said, most of those athletes dedicate 4 years of their life to reach that goal and get there.
That's their job every day.
Right, so It takes a lot of effort to
fine tune their body to be one of the best of the best of the best to get that gold, silver, or bronze.
No doubt.
And that's a pretty good thing right there. You know, and a lot of these athletes, you know, you get pro athletes there, you know, which we have in many of the sports there, but representing your country and being and winning that gold, it just means just about as much as winning an NBA championship or, you know, a PGA championship or something like that. But Olympics, you know, go USA. There's some of the athletes there that are trying to leave the village because there's some of the athletes that are showing on social media pictures and video of their cardboard, basically rooms. Yeah, that are, you know, things are made. Some of the stuff is made out of cardboard, and very small and you know, Spartan in terms of the facilities there and many of them are saying, I'm going to see if I can find me a hotel somewhere, which is good luck there in Paris when the Olympics are going on. But I understand that the living facilities there in the Olympic Village are very Spartan.
One thing I didn't understand is the host of the opening ceremonies. I mean, Peyton Manning and Kelly Clarkson. What does Kelly Clarkson know about athletes? When Peyton Manning's a football player,
I have no idea.
That was just weird. I was like, where's the rest of the NBC crew? Where are they at?
Where's Bob Costas?
Well, I mean, really serious. Where's the commentator? What are we doing? I don't know. But it was just weird watching the opening ceremony. Poor old Peyton, he was struggling. I don't think he knew because he didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah, I have no idea. I can't figure out some of these
Peyton Manning,
executives.
I didn't understand. I was like, why?
Well, they probably thought he could. He's got this podcast with his brother. He's got stuff on television. He's been a broadcaster.
Kelly Clarkson, she didn't know. I mean,
I have no idea.
That was just weird. It was just a weird setup for the opening ceremonies.
And then you had Gaga and
Snoop Dogg doing all kinds of stuff.
And Celine Dion doing the opening singing, which is another, what they said is another woke tribute there, because these two are very well liked by the woke community, Celine Dion and Lady Gaga. It was just one big, a lot of it, just reading stuff on social media, there's a lot of folks that say that they just use their opening ceremonies to promote the woke society, the liberal left-wing society. And shouldn't have done that. It should have been all about the athletes, not trying to promote social issues. Either way. But they did anyway. They couldn't help themselves.
The good news, we're just 3 weeks away from college football, so it's all good.
It's all good, huh?
Counting it down.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun to watch. No SEC East, no SEC West, 12-team playoffs. So looking forward to see how it all plays out. It's going to be fun to watch.
What are some of your favorite sports, the events in the Olympics?
I just like watching track and field. I mean, and basketball and the golf. I'm waiting for the golf to tee off, see what kind of courses they got over there. So I said I like the gymnastics. I don't understand a lot of the other sports though. So those are my main ones. Track and field is what I'm waiting for to see. That's always fun to watch. See how fast those people can run 100.
They can go.
Yeah, they can go.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch. Like I said, I'm looking for the USA to win both women's and men's gold. I'm happy for Steph Curry. He's never won a gold medal, so he's on a mission.
Didn't he get injured a little bit?
No, this is the first time he's been on the Olympic team, so he's never won a gold medal. So this is one of his goals in life, to get a gold medal. So
okay, I thought he was out of game or something like that.
I hope the men's team can go ahead and win.
Yeah, well, they should be. Well, you got guys out there who make their living doing that, been playing since they were old enough to walk, and make millions of dollars a year doing it. They should be.
There's a
lot of talent out there.
A lot of NBA players
on
other teams, right?
Yeah.
So,
but they're not all.
It's not a walk.
They're on one team together. They
not,
got one here, one there, and stuff like that. Where all of ours are the top NBA athletes together on one team. Just trying to put all that talent together. Who's our coach this year?
Steve Kerr.
Who's he coach?
Golden State.
Well, he knows how to win. Yeah. Just according if you can put all those egos together and make a cohesive team out of them.
They should win gold.
They should.
But
they almost got beat by South Sudan.
Right.
Not the entire country of Sudan, just South Sudan. Imagine if they'd had the entire country on one team. Sudan, not France, not,
Germany's tough. Like these country teams play all year round. They play. I mean, they're just.
Mm-hmm. They did.
They're pretty good. So, but it's underway in Paris. The scenery's nice. Looks like a fun place.
Yeah, I've talked to people who've gone to Paris, to France for vacation, and it's like anything else in life. You get some who loved it, and some said it was over expensive. They were rude to us. There's parts that were dirty. All this, you get. It's just according to what kind of where I guess they went and who they were around and what kind of people they are and whether they enjoyed Paris or not. And so. I know that Paris and the France area, that area is one of the most heavily tourist areas in the world. People just, there's so much history there. So much history there in Paris. And the Eiffel Tower, big metal thing in the middle of the city, still the prominent thing. It's almost in the background of everything,
Looks nice.
They have a restaurant on top of that thing,
that's
don't
what I'm saying, right? You go all the way up to the top, eat dinner. I'm sure that's expensive.
I'm sure it is. You got to pay the lift ticket to go up. You got to pay for the expensive meal, and then you got to pay the ticket to go down. You're not going to pay to go down. There's stairs.
If you're going to go, I mean, why would you not do that? That's the big thing, right? I mean, if you're going to go to Paris, France, you're going to go see the Eiffel Tower, right?
I think they have they stopped one of the water events in the river there because of the pollution.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's just part of the river or whatever. They're going to move it to another part of the river or whatever. But you would think that it wouldn't be that polluted over there, but in the river. But apparently, that was some of the big worries going into the Olympics. Was are they going to be able to have events on the river there? But we'll see what happens with that. But the Olympics going on right now. Go USA, USA, USA. Win the gold. Win the gold. And silver and bronze is also nice. All right, what else is going on, Bob? You said you had some meetings this week?
School board's got a meeting tomorrow afternoon at 5:30. They're going to talk about those buildings, the ag building and the ROTC building back on the agenda. So we'll see where they go from. And they said, last report, they had all the bids rejected, so they're back to square one. So we'll see what they want to do, how much money they want to spend.
Okay, so that's tomorrow.
It's always about the money.
It's always about the money. Yeah, talking about the Olympics, they talk about why don't they just have one place in one country in the world, whether it be Greece, which would make sense, that's where the Olympics started, where you have the facilities built there and just have Olympics there every 4 years. Because you got many of these multi-billion-dollar facilities that have been built, and you see pictures of them all over the place, from China to Russia to all over the world, where these things are just sitting there rotting. They were built for the Olympics, and now they're just sitting there rotting. Luckily here in the state of Georgia with the '96 Olympics, most of everything that was built then are being used in some sort of way today. But in many of these countries, they don't, and they just say that it's wasteful of money. It puts a big carbon footprint on the world. Having to do that, it'd be best just to build one nice facility somewhere and go there every 4 years, in whatever country it may be. You got any thoughts on that?
I like the way they do it. I like them bidding for them.
And that's the thing about it. It is the bidding. So if you're on the Olympic,
it's great to have the Olympics in Atlanta in '96.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly.
They still got the Olympic torch when you drive through Atlanta. It's still there. So
yeah, still there. And there's people here in Wayne County who've got the torch they got when they ran the torch through here at the city of Jesup. I was chairman of that committee that year, and we selected the people we wanted to have the torch handed off in a relay type thing through Jesup, and I'm sure they enjoy those. But I'm just see if you had any thoughts and feelings there. But I don't know if it'll ever change because it's about the money. And if you got cities bidding, there's more money for the Olympic Committee, and it's always about the money.
All about the money.
Always.
I like them rotating.
Okay. You don't care about the big carbon footprint it puts on the world, having to rebuild these things all the year, and those facilities just sit there and just rot over after that. You don't care about that, Bob?
Don't care.
Don't care at all.
They're, like I said, they're not smart enough to use the buildings that they built.
I know. At least we were smart enough here in the state of Georgia. We're using about everything.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
all those.
How hard can it be?
The Olympic Village that was built there just north of downtown, that's being used by Georgia Tech these days as dorms and stuff like that. We got the main stadium was Turner Field there and Braves baseball, and now it's Georgia State. You got many facilities around the state. Look at the softball fields over in Columbus that you go to.
Exactly.
They're all being used. That's what you need. If you're going to build it, then use them afterwards.
They did all the soccer in Athens in Sanford Stadium. Remember they took out the hedges and all that good
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Good
Use what you got and then
good.
use what you build.
Good memories.
Yep. All right, Bob, you have a good day.
Okay.
All right, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup. And it's been brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates.